Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Martin, and if you are a returning viewer, I welcome you back. I did a video earlier today and I had a bunch of things planned, but I've made some changes. So stick around. Let's have a conversation. So if you saw my last video, it was this morning, about 7:45 a.m. I made some breakfast for myself, had a coffee, and I was talking about some things I was going to do today. But I've made some changes. Number one, I am not going to go to Walmart to buy a reflective vest. I decided I need to be wiser with my money. Since the company I work for supplies the vests, I don't need to buy one. I do have the blue one with the reflective stripes that I got from my previous employer, so I can use that. But the bright orange reflective vests, they supply. So I don't think it would be wise for me to spend $20 needlessly. As many of you know, I have cut a lot of expenses over the last few months, and including the gym, my gym membership, my wife and I. That last payment came out a week or so ago, so that is great. Now we're saving, or I'm saving another $80 a month. So $80 a month, that's a lot of money. I have one more expense or membership that I can get rid of, and that will be in October. That is a Best Buy membership that I decided to get, because when I had my laptop repaired and fixed up, they convinced me that it was a good idea to get that looked after, and it probably was, because I did save some money on the repair because of it. But also, it's not something that I want to continue. $21 a month is basically a waste of money. So, 'cause that's going over a year. Good day. So other things that I wanted to talk about were I probably will go and get gas later today. I see the fuel prices are down a little bit to $1.20 per liter, and I have my AMA card, so I can get it for 3 cents off. So that's great. I also have a few credit cards, and they are all paid off. I don't owe any money on credit cards, but I do have a couple credit cards that I don't use. So I think I'm going to put my gas on there. It's good to use your credit cards at least once or twice every year for a small amount, even if it's only $10 or $20. Use the card so it shows that you are using the credit cards, and then I pay it off immediately. I just take money out of my bank and pay it. I pay it even before it shows that it's posted, and it's good. I hope you can hear me okay. I have my dead cat on my microphone, and I am using my handheld tripod / selfie stick, and I am just going to do a little video here. Now, earlier this morning, as you may know if you watched my previous video, I messaged my son to see if he wanted to go for breakfast, and he has not replied, so he's very busy, which is fine. It doesn't hurt to cut back on the calories. Although I put whipping cream in my coffee, as you see, Now I'm going to burn off those calories. As you can see, I think I cleaned up okay. Had a shower. I'll have a shave later on tonight because I start work at 4 o'clock in the morning at the warehouse. And I like to be all ready to go. So as you may have heard, I usually go to bed around 8:30, quarter to 9, and I get up about 2:30, 2:45 a.m. And I hit the road and I drive to Sherwood Park and I go to work. But the nice thing about that is an 8-hour day. I'm off at 12:30 in the afternoon. Now you can also see, if you look around at the sky, that it is overcast, and a lot of that is from the smoke. We are getting some smoke in the air from fires. I believe the fires are coming from the north, but I am not 100% sure. But they said it was going to be 28 degrees Celsius today, but it certainly is not right now. So hopefully it'll stay the same. Good day. So the other thing is, it's nice. It's actually very nice right now. The weather is cool, not hot and not overly warm. When I work, man, I sweat. You can't imagine. It's not as bad as it was when I first started in July. I had to use a do-rag or a microfiber cloth. I was sweating so much, but I think my body's getting used to it. And right now, this is the most amount of walking that I've done in the last 3 days, because my feet were banged up, but I feel much better today. So that is good. I'm going to turn around now. This is the walking path behind where I live. So I think I'm going to head back in the other direction. If you can see way over there, it's a real nice path, and there's a park over there. Basically, it's where people play soccer and sporting activities. So that's great. And if you can see behind me, way up there, we've got these towers all along here. If you can see, they go way back there and also back in that direction. But it is what it is, right? So let me see. So I think I'm just gonna go get gas. My wife had mentioned that we can go together later on. Like today is Wednesday, so maybe Saturday we can go and pick up a few groceries. We've got plenty right now in the house. So I just wanted to come back on here, show you that I cleaned up pretty good. At least I think so. And I hope you folks are having a great week. As I mentioned, it is just Wednesday now, and I'm just doing a little bit of rambling. So should I call this video Ramblings from the Road? Or in this case, Ramblings from the Walking Path? Maybe I will. I see there's a lady coming with a dog. So people come and they walk their dogs here as well. So I hope you enjoy my little talks and conversations and my little updates, and we shall continue. But yeah. Oh, the other thing is, now that I'm back working, I am able to put a little bit of money back into my investments. I buy individual stocks and things like Enbridge, Pembina Pipeline, some real estate investment trusts, some ETFs, and a few things. And I only invest now in stocks that pay dividends. So I get dividends every month, and I'm slowly building that up. So I will continue to put money into that. So, you know, if I can eventually get a couple $100 a month coming in from dividends. You know, $100 a month from an old pension that I had, maybe my CPP, which is my Canada pension plan, in a couple of years, old age security, and continue to work and maybe make some money from YouTube and a few other little sources. It will all add up over time. And then of course my wife as well, she can get her CPP in 3 years and she can continue to work. So all these things, they add up. It's important to pay attention to that. So hello. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. So yeah, so it's quite important to know where you stand financially in your situation. I know a lot of my viewers are older, in their 50s and 60s, and some of you are in your 70s. So you've been retired or you've been out of work, forced to retire, laid off or whatever. So we all have to look out for ourselves, our families, and sometimes each other as a community, as supporters. Maybe not always financially, but sometimes just by supporting each other with conversations. There's a gentleman over there with a couple of dogs walking. So he's a professional dog walker. But we continue to look after each other. You folks who watch my videos, I get some viewing hours. That's how I can make a few dollars through YouTube. Some of you folks also donate to the super likes, you know, $1.99 here or $5.99 there. It's all greatly appreciated. It's not necessary. Just by watching my videos, that is enough. You know, get those viewing hours in, because I need to maintain 4,000 viewing hours per year, every 365 days, and it does make a difference. So there we go. As you can see, the neighborhood here is quite nice. This open space back here is actually quite beautiful. Another thing I wanted to talk about or mention is, you know, I have a mortgage. We have a mortgage on my house, and it's not that much. You know, I think it's around $1,650 a month, but of course then they add on $350 for taxes every year. But the mortgage itself is actually quite reasonable. If we were to sell our house and move into an apartment or a condo, nowadays the cost of living is going up. It's getting so ridiculous and so difficult that you have no control. So I think the smartest thing for us to do is to keep our house, cut as many expenses as we can, but maintain that house, because I was watching some YouTube videos and it was making me depressed. These seniors, 68 years old, 71 years old in the US, and of course it happens everywhere. It happens in the UK, in Canada, but they were living in their car. They can't afford rent. One woman, her husband passed away 20 years ago. She's 71 years old now, and she is living in her car for the last few months, trying to maintain her dignity while living in her car and going into the washrooms at McDonald's to wash up. It was getting me depressed. I had to turn it off. I have watched some of these videos before, and it's scary. I am fortunate that I have relatively good health. I'm strong. I can work, and my wife is doing, you know, good. She's doing what she's doing. Her first day of school work yesterday was her first day with the children, and it went really good. The principal at her school has gone on to something else, and she has a new principal, and he is really good. He's professional. Oh, got some people. So that's a nice e-bike. I wouldn't mind getting something like that, but Edmonton is not. I guess Edmonton could be. I guess it is a bike city. It just seems like for me, for situations for going to work and that, and being in this winter, 7 months out of the year, I can't see spending money on a e-bike. But they do look pretty nice. And there was a time when I would like to have had an RV and traveled around and lived in an RV full time, but I don't know. As I'm getting older, it's not something that I want to do anymore. But where was I? Yeah, so keeping our expenses down. I am putting some money, as I say, maybe only $100 or $150 a month, but putting some money into my little stock portfolio to get some money back in dividends. That's important. Also, just looking back there to see if anyone's coming. No. Also, I'm building up my emergency fund again. So putting money into my savings. I have high interest savings. I use things like Wealthsimple, Neo, but I have a Wise account, which is great for if and when we travel, different destinations. You can hold different currencies and things like that. So try to make the most of our money. But anyway, folks, I hope you enjoy these conversations from the road or the walking path. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of just chat. I'm having a conversation with you. You're walking along beside me. So just pretend that you're walking beside me, we're having a conversation, and I'm anxious to hear your 2 cents. What you have to think about. There's my cute little house right over there. Right there. There's my house. So it's cute. I think it's kind of nice. We're gonna go to the front of the house and we'll close out the video there. So I am just in the front of my house now. As you can see, there's a car parked right there. He's pulling away, and also there is an Amazon vehicle right there. Because my neighbors, they get Amazon delivered every single day. So I don't know. But here it goes. It's going right now, taking off. As you know, or if some of you may know, that's another thing that I canceled was my Amazon Prime, because that was $10.49 a month. So I canceled that because I wasn't using it that often. And if I do need to buy something, I'll pay the $4 shipping. And I also canceled my Kindle subscription. That was another $10.49 a month. I canceled my Uber, some Uber thing where you get a discount when you buy food. I haven't ordered food online for so long. It was another $10.49 or something a month. So $30 right there, plus the other 80. You can cut out a lot of expenses. I have bought some soda, as they say in the US, or pop here in Canada, but I drink that slowly, so it basically lasts a while. And that is something that I also must watch, because spending all this money needlessly, basically, it's not a good thing. So put it in the comments. What do you folks do? How are you saving money? Are you shopping with coupons? I know in the US you have really good coupons and you can buy a lot of groceries and get some huge discounts. But a lot of things I purchased years ago I still have, and no matter how low of cash I am, I've got this stuff, so I might look good, but that's what, you can't really judge a book by its cover, because you think people are wealthy, and a lot of them are basically living paycheck to paycheck or living on credit. So there's my cute little house. I think it's nice. I know those plants, those flowers have really grown and gotten into the step there, so as long as they don't become a tripping hazard. But folks, I guess I am going to let you go, and let me know if you like this kind of thing. Okay, have a great one. We will see you in the next video. Cheers. God bless.